I don't think in physics. So what I mean by that is like I think in an any-physical way. So like this is the above, and I don't see anyone else out there really demonstrating this, and that's what I hate about books, and that's why these people are in entropy. They don't want to see that, but whatever, because they don't understand the anti-physical opposite to here. So all I do is play stupid, right? So if I'm playing stupid, I can spin a whole 360 degrees, and I can probably be versatile in any one of them directions. People are nobody. If I say I'm smart, then I start cutting off my ability to go in directions. You understand? You see, I think in a totally different way, unlinear way is how I think, and I give you a demonstration with this. So if you walk around and say like, if you say you're right, you cut off your versatility. If you say you're wrong, well, you get that like anywhere. You get motherfucker. You could do a 360-degree kick. You hit everybody. People would be like, yeah, he's wrong. So that's the future. You would get the future these ways. And that's what I do. The unlinear. You got to get into the future. Then you got to get in attunement with that. Not with it. With that. That being the universe. I changed up the language. I have some of that on my Patreon. Um, so I'm changing the language. There's like an immutable language that's going on. And it's a whole big thing. It's going to blow you out of the water, take you by hysteria. And anyone I showed this to, like professors and shit, they've only tried to steal it, like Weinstein's and everything. They've tried to steal it. And then that's fine because that's what they can do. That is something different. And when you steal it, you're basically walking around with a detonator. And yeah, it looks like an evolution, but it's just about somebody demonstrating something that we lost so long ago, which looks like an evolution but isn't. And then it's hard because it seems like it is the future. So you would put ideas like evolution into what you think is the future, and then you would swamp them all together. Okay, you have to like differentiate that. It's strange. So anything I put in the future, it's going to seem better, good, evolution, evolutionary. But first of all, mind doesn't evolve in time like that because the mind is in time. It's anti-physical. It's outside physics, but it's also inside because you can put it into the matter as energy. You can invest in ideas, invest in, this is my favorite mug. I like coffee, stuff like that. You're putting your mind into the matter through experience. So, this like if you think in physics, it's backwards. It's terrible to think in physics, and that's why like it's pretty crazy. Like the crazy amount of change that's gonna spring up from just like one. When I drop this bomb, this Jordan Peterson hydrogen truth bomb, and destroy Ben Shapiro, destroy, catastrophize. Oh, are they out there catastrophizing? Well, I don't know. And all they're going to do is try and white guilt me, because that's all they're going to have. It's their little spinny moves. They're going to try and always do the circular logic. But I'm not coming there to debate you. I'm not coming there to persuade. That's what they don't get. They're backwards. They think everything's about persuasion and shit. No, this is like a science where you cause like an epiphany, and then that epiphany totally changes someone's mind. They're not going to go back to the old self. That would be like stupid. They're not going to argue to go back to. They're not going to argue with you because their argument would only get them to go back into something stupid. So that's against their common sense. So you start turning their common sense against them. So that's what you would do with like magic, and that's one of the things magic does to control, manipulate. I'm telling you, the Constitution isn't even real. They're just lording it, like the Bible says that the people lord it over the Gentiles or whatever. They're just willing it. They're willing it over people, and I don't know. Maybe that's what a lord is. I don't know. A lord is someone that wills it. It seems like there's statuses in like names back in the old times, and even some of the other countries they still keep that. Um, so yeah, I think in an anti-physical type of way, and that's like outside of there's no security and security battle. There's no top-down effects. It's just whatever I want to radiate. It's not whatever I need to suck in and draw from in order to then feel, like I can be, where people go around, they need validation, which is vampirism. But I come from that. We all do. So that's always there. It's always something that you go, it's like tools. You start getting tools and you go in and out of your tool belt. Um, if someone thinks that they hexed someone or they cursed someone, or I don't know, or if you think you're cursed or hexed, and you could go play that to the person. They would think their magic worked. That's because that's a whole other thing, and that's why these people are idiots. I'm not even going to tell them the answer. I'm going to let them keep doing what they're doing. And that's how I always do. And then I'll come out with something later, and then they'll all cry like, "Oh!" After people, they always get out there and they act all snooty, and they're always like, "I'm untouchable," So, and then they're mad because you're the untouchable Christ. Other people will be so mad because you're actually untouchable, but you don't even need to. It's like it ain't no thing. That's all. These people are out here and it's easy to feed what you can see that they're thinking, because when you ping them, they're going to spark up all their representations that they have in their mind of like, oh, that's what people do in this society when they do this, or oh, that's what people do when they do that. So every time you ping them, you're going to upgrade that information, and they keep building that information in their head. They're like building a psychosis. So you're like doing time stacks of time on them. And then it's hard to get out of. So, and then there's other times that, like, if somebody's out here becoming evolved, the more people lag behind, the more the evolution knowledge is. Like Nikola Tesla had, people were like, he's crazy. And that's all people say to me. It's like, you're crazy, you're on drugs, you're crazy, you're on... They've been saying that to me for 10 years, and they're mad that I won't be their friend or hang around them. But if I ever did, I would be in a worse place, okay? I wouldn't have I would have got robbed, I would have got stripped. Oh, you need to tone down. That's ego to be with us, to be in our group, and all this stupid stuff. No, I never did that. I was always like, that's duality, stay away from me, I don't want anything to do with it. Oh, you're lonely. Oh, you're just a lonely, miserable guy. I just don't want to build a cult. I don't want you around like, yo, what are you doing, man? You want to like teach, or I don't want to teach. I don't like it. I really don't. It's like farting in your face. It's like me teaching people is like me sitting here, and Jordan Peterson and all the Hitlers, they like that. They like being like, free speech, what do free speech? It's like, dude, give it a break. Like, that's what's wrong with all your fucking warped head. Power causes brain damage. So like sitting there cooking their heads. That's what's wrong with all their warped parents and the whole generation that they're like, where'd all this problems of academia come from? Who, me? Who, me? We didn't do it. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, we're just doing our best. Blah, 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 blah. And they babble out like ribbit. It's like bubbles. They're just blowing frog bubbles. I think that's the whole joke behind frog bubbles. The game Bubble Bobble. Remember Bubble Bobble with the dragons? They would put the ghosts in the bubbles. It reminds me of that. Motherfucker just run around blowing bubbles. So, yeah, that's all I got for that. That's kind of how I figured out my speed buff, too. My speed buff. So you got the versatility. You got the versatility shoes. And then... and then you'll get, see, like, there's been video games about shit like this. This ain't nothing new. But they've been hiding it. So you get the cloak that allows you versatility, and then you get, eventually you're going to get the goblet for your favorite drink, your favorite wizard drinks. A lot of people have that already. But I wasn't generalizing. I was just talking. Maybe I was generalizing. I don't know. I guess I'm guilty. But and half the people don't even know if I generalize. Since they're pessimistic, they'll be like, "He didn't even know if he generalized." Yeah, like they'll believe if you just go into something like that. They'll believe the whole thing. It's not even real. Like, and then these people try to turn around and judge you, and it's like, no, sorry. A lot of people that have these type of minds are even psychologists, like doctors and stuff. Doctors, psychologists, they're the weirdest people to me. And I don't tell them, I'm just sitting there like, okay. I think that's why they do this out there, because they're like, yo, you guys are fucking delusional. That's what it is. It's like troll. America is troll life. So, that's all. I'm gonna have my coffee now.